Hey friends, welcome back to my henna class. And so we are going to start a henna class today, and each day I'm going to teach you a single or a double element of henna designing and going to teach a design with that. So for more classes, subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram page mehndilearn, and also click the bell button below this page. At first, when you get a henna cone, what we have to do is take that henna cone and look whether we can squeeze the paste out of that, and if it's not possible, then try to cut the tip of the cone so that there is a small hole at the end of it. All the details of making the henna cones hole is given in my previous video, and it's called how to hold a henna cone. You can check that also. And in some cones there may be a motor pin inserted at the tip of the cone, so we don't have to make a cut, it will be automatically there by the henna maker. The next thing what we have to do is use some paste somewhere where we are not going to draw the design, so that the paste at the first of this henna cone is gone from the cone, because that paste contains mostly some oils and all, and which is not good for drawing your designs. And do this like this until you feel that your henna cone is having a good consistency and the paste is coming out without any clogging, and you can draw easily with your paste and your cone. The next thing what you need to know is how to hold your henna cone. It's according to your comfort level how you hold your henna cone. For me, I used to hold my henna cone on my palm and then give a bend at the top and hold my cone like this. You can try out different positions, and different techniques are available in my previous video, and the link of that video is in my description box of this video. So we are going to try out the first thing of henna designing, that is drawing lines with a henna cone. So you may be wondering that we have to start with a pen or pencil, but I prefer drawing from the start itself with a henna cone. So just try out drawing some random lines. Don't get tensed, your hand will be shivering. Try out like you do with a pencil. Just draw some lines, close your eyes and draw some lines. That's it. This is what I did with my henna cone. Just close your eyes and try to draw some lines, and it won't be any perfect, it won't even look like lines, but this is what you have to do first. Then you found out that your hand is shivering, so you have to get experience with your cone. So for that, try writing your name or drawing something like a common apple or a sun or something to get experienced with your henna cone. My name is Sharon, so I like to write my name Sharon here. And then come back to our random lines and try drawing it again with your closed eyes for around 10 times. Then you will be experienced with your henna cone. Now let's step into other thing like drawing thin and thick lines. Not perfect lines, it's thin and thick lines. Just look into my fingers where I hold to know how I press my cone. And I am catching the bottom part of my cone to make you know that how to stabilize your cone for the beginners. It's okay for me to draw without holding the back of the cone, but it won't be okay for you. So if you want, you can hold like that. See, I am pressing hardly to get the darker lines. Look into my fingers where I hold my cone. I am pressing with all my pressure onto that cone to get a darker line. So what did you know from this? You have to press tightly on your cone to get a darker line, and you have to press slightly, not without any force, to get a thinner line. So a thick line is here and a thin line is here, but it is not of perfection. So let's try that again. See, look into my hands. This is a thin line. See how easily I draw without any pressure. This line I am giving some more pressure. I am pressing little more hard. See, look into my hands now. I am really pressing really hard. You can see my fingers. It's bending really hard. So I am giving maximum pressure and the line is more thick. So what did you understand? More pressing or more pressure is equal to thicker line. Now let's get into perfect lines. Perfect lines are not made by touching your board. See, I'm lifting the henna cone after squeezing it first. See, so I got a perfect curve. Let me do that with the straight line also. I'm squeezing, then raising. See, I'm squeezing, then raising, then dragging to the place where I want my line. See, just squeeze, then raise, then just drag to the place where you want to draw that line. At first you used to get some broken lines. It's okay because you're just a beginner, and try out doing that with smaller lines, because at first it won't be very easy for you to drag to a long distance and make a bigger line. You will become perfect with more practice. It's always said that practice makes man perfect. So try out drawing again and remember this mantra in your head, that is squeeze, then lift or raise or drag. Squeeze, raise, drag. Then again squeeze, raise and drag. See my line? It's more better right now. You have to do like this for at least 10 times. It would be very nice if you could do more than this much times, and it would be really boring for you to just make lines and lines and lines all the way, full of that lines in all the papers and all. It would be really boring. So let's make a design with these lines only, so you can practice that and you will be better in making lines, and also you get a design for you to draw at this first day itself. So I am making a bracelet kind of design for my wrist portion. So let's do it. For our design, we first need this much things to know. First we need our straight line, that is squeeze, raise and drag. Then we need to draw the straight lines in different directions. Slanting ones, straight ones, just up to down, sideways and all. So practice these first, because in our designs these lines are there. Then what we need is to join these two slanting lines to make a V shape. Just join these two lines. Nothing hard now, just join these two lines, and this is a kind of scribbling lines. We all are really good in scribbling. Just scribble like this and make this a smaller scribble, then you will get this kind of design. This is a kind of wavy line, and what I used to do is just scribble out, so I get this wavy line. Make it smaller to a smallest one, because we need the smallest one for our design. Now let's move on to drawing on our wrist portion. So first we need to get that straight lines. One straight line, and on the upper portion also there is a straight line, and in the middle also you have to draw a straight line. Then join a straight line to the midpoint or the center portion of the first line. Again join it like this as the first one to make a kind of triangular structure. Then again we need a straight line. Try making 3 more lines here at the bottom and 3 more lines in the upper part. Now for you to make a darker line, just color the 2 lines at the center of the bottom portion. Or else, if you're confident enough, you can draw that thicker line here at one stretch itself. Since you're a beginner, I asked you to color the 2 lines to get a thicker line. So remember, you have to press hard to get this thick line. Now let's draw scribbles onto this design. Just some small scribbles all over this in the same direction will give another design. Scribbling lines, try making darker lines, and for that again press really hard with your cone so you get darker lines and draw above that thinner triangular lines that darker lines. And after that again try doing that scribbling design in that vacant space in between those triangles. So you may be thinking that why my design is fully in black color, whereas when you see the designs made by some other artists it look like brown and black intermixed in designs. Then the answer for that is that it's a kind of thinning and thickening of lines, and for you to study that things you need to get a little bit practiced with henna designing. So it's just our first class, so in my other class I will teach you that also. So you have to be regular to my classes and you have to study with me to get into a pro level and study advanced things also. So now we are just concentrating on Indian design. At first we will study all the elements, then we will study full hand designs, then a kind of bridal designs with peacocks, domes, then dulhan, dulha, that is bride and groom and all. Then we will slowly switch on to Arabic designs, kashish designs and floral designs, gulf designs, bold designs and all. Then we will explore all the type of henna designs available here. So be with me and be there with me for all the classes. So our henna design is almost over. So I'm going to color the triangles inside also. So rather than being your teacher, I would like to be your best friend. So I would like to see your designs also. As I said in the first itself, my Instagram page is Mehndi Love. So I am really very interested in knowing your all the DMs. You can either text me in my comment box or in DM in Instagram page. So try this design and please send me picture of this design in my Instagram page, and I will help you to improve in that way also. So feel free to contact me, and my name is Sharon and my Instagram page is Mehndi Love. So I hope you understand my lessons and I hope you will practice today itself. So for more lessons, please subscribe to my channel and please click the bell button below, and we'll meet you in the next henna class. Bye. It's me Sharon.